management of the Lagos State Building Control Agency (LASBCA) to tread with caution and stop allowing the office to be further used as instrument of oppression on the poor and suffering Nigerians in Lagos State. According to HURMA reports, the caution was necessitated by growing allegations of illegal house demolition exercise in Lagos State, and as well using the Nigerian police force as instrument to subvert the rule of law. The most recent of these allegations was communicated to the Office of Human Rights Monitoring Agenda (HURMA) few days ago on the corrupt and unlawful activities of LASBCA, which happened on December 2nd, 2025 at number 2325 Popola Street, near the Lac Bariga in Lagos State. The Right Monitor News from the Office of Human Rights Monitoring Agenda visited the scene of events for a press interview by affected members of the community. All those interviewed alleged that the building were all demolished without prior notification to occupants and tenants, allegedly as a result of certain collaboration with LASBCA office by some aggrieved citizens in charge of the properties. The Executive Director of HURMA, Comrade Buna Olaito Isaac, in his media address said many complaints are flowing around on how LASBCA office is now being used as evil and corruption collaborators to unlawful eject people from houses without due process.
My name is Comrade Buna Olaito Isaac from the Office of the Human Rights Monitoring Agenda. I'm the Executive Director of Human Rights Monitoring Agenda. Our programs, our target is total emancipation of the oppressed from all forms of exploitation and oppression. We got this report just a few days ago that LASBCA came here to demolish some buildings. Some other buildings are affected, but we are actually particular about these two buildings, about 3 and 25. It is gradually becoming the trend now in Lagos State that any developer, any hoodlums, anybody can go to LASBCA to take over any property. We have series of reports in our office. LASBCA is now trending. They use LASBCA and they come to demolish buildings unnoticed. They don't notice the tenants. They don't give notice. We got reports that these two buildings, 23 and 25, there is this document on it, tested by the Lagos State Material Testing Laboratory. And while they were starting the demolition, one of the tenants told them, we have a document certifying this building as okay. The person that led the team said it is order from above. We are calling on the Inspector General of Police because they came with some members of the Nigerian Police Force that police are now being used to subvert the rule of law. Whatever position anybody is for the good of the masses. The Constitution stated it clearly in Chapter 2. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom government, through all power, derives all its power. From whom government, through the Constitution, derives all its power and authority. And you have to use this power to quench those people that are crying. If their tears to go to the Almighty Creator, all whatever they are thrown will be destroyed. And that is why we work to prevent all this destruction coming from God. Because if the tears of the oppressed should go to God, disaster will happen. To prevent this, we are calling on the Lagos State Building Control Agency, the EDGE. Before it is even common sense, before you destroy any buildings, you know people are there with their families. You should come to notify them that we have instruction that we will be demolishing these buildings by so time on so reasons. But you come without notifying people. We are calling on the Lagos State government, calling on the governor, we are calling on the House of Assembly, the Speaker of House of Assembly. We are going to channel to the presidency that LASBCA is now being used as instrument of oppression on poor and suffering Nigerians. This should be stopped. The Human Rights Monitoring Agenda is calling.
What really happened is that I was at work actually. I was called that our house was demolished. What happened? So when I got here, actually, I saw it that the LASBCA, Lagos State Building Control Agency, that led what is it called, the task force and some gulabs actually were there. Part of demolition now, I have to go to the LASBCA and talk to him that, hey gentlemen, please, we are not that need this people. So what is happening? There's a satisfied document on this building, this number 23 and 25 from the government, because the Lagos State Laboratory test, they came here to make a test, and there's a satisfied document on it. I spoke with him, but he said the order is from the order from above, from the head of the Lagos State Building Control Agency. He's the one that ordered him to come and demolish our building. So I was talking to him actually that it is unfair, this is injustice, and there's supposed to be a notice for us, whether 6 months, whether 5 months or whatever it's going to be. But there's no any notice. So they can't do, there's no any notice. They came suddenly and started demolishing our house. So all our property was missed. Even our family we suffered a lot actually. So I don't have a lot to say, so that's my point for now actually. What I need now is I need justice and the recovery. I want us to recoup back our property that we lost.
That I cannot fight with government. That eventually the government, they are looking for me. The government is going to sue me. The government is going to sue me for blackmail. I'm saying what LASBCA did is wrong. After with all these avalanches of evidence, no notice, nothing. Myself, so I was coming from police and collapsed. What am I? My children are not living with me. Everything was carted away. So I don't know where we can help us to get the justice to put our building back for us. Let them put our.
I rented a room and parlour. My wife also rented a shop. On the 2nd of December, I was in my office. I work with Lagos State Basic Education Education Board. I'm a director there. I was just called from my office that there was a demolition at my house. But I thought that my daughter was joking. When I came here, I saw they have started, and I paid up to June, and there was no notice. June yes, likewise my wife. She has paid up to June. I have the receipt. 2026. So I was shocked. I even approached the task force officer there. See, I'm in Lagos State. This is my ID card. He said, no. The LASBCA. Please, yeah. I want justice to be done. Help me confirm that demolition that was carried on that December 2nd, whether it was certified by the Lagos State government. Please help us verify it, whether that demolition was backed up by Lagos State government. And that task force man is living at Oshodi Solo. LASBCA. No, and in connection with the neighborhood at Badiga. Do you know his name? They should be investigated. Please bring justice. Help us now. Okay, sir.
As a caution to LASBCA, and also the people that are affected here, we are going to take this thing further. They need compensation. The poor families are out with their loads and everything scattered, sleeping outside. So we are here to caution LASBCA and to also demand from government, the people involved. We are calling the National Human Rights Commission will come into this. We are calling for justice, and we will ask to ensure that there is justice to those that have been affected. So this is, my name is once again is Comrade Olaiton is here, the Executive Director of Human Rights Monitoring Agenda. The DSS is also here. The man came, he told me that he's the DSS, he saw our invite. Yes, it's an open thing. An open thing. We are standing for the oppressed members of the society. Thank you very much.